What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. So on that note, definitely make sure to drop a comment down below as to what your favorite cryptocurrency is that you would like to see reviewed in next week's videos. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is not only the interesting pattern that's forming on Doge. Doge is actually forming a somewhat cool descending triangle that's actually going to probably break in the very near future that I want to look at, and it's actually trading very indifferent from the rest of the crypto space and crypto market. I also decided that today we should really be looking at the trading volume that's going on within Bitcoin and some of these exchanges overall, as it might help us pretty much figure out where exactly the rest of these crypto markets are going to be heading to, whether we are now exiting a bear market or entering a bear market and continuing from where we've left off, or if maybe we'll go into a bull market. I don't know if volume's coming back or volume's stepping off. All this will be explained on these charts, and then we're going to be looking at all these other cryptocurrencies to help us figure out exactly what we should be doing. So I want to give a huge shout out to Sonar Platform for sponsoring today's episode. For those that don't know what Sonar Platform is, it's basically going to be a new way to basically trade cryptocurrency, learning different trading tools, having everything available on your digital dashboard. You'll be able to sort through different ways of trading, as well as different comparison tools that compare not only scam cryptos, but just overall Reddit forums and everything that compiles data to basically help you find the best ways to trade in or find the next big cryptocurrency boom. So definitely something to check out. I am going to be talking about this later on at the end of today's episode, so stick around to look at that. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's episode. So where do we begin? As you guys know, yesterday I made a video basically talking about to start preparing yourselves and start to become ready for these descending fractals that are forming on some of the major cryptocurrencies across the board. Just a quick recap looking at these cryptos, you can see XRP having the same descending fractal. We have Ethereum doing that very similar movement as XRP. You can see how similar these are. We have Bitcoin, which is in some sort of downtrend here, and I actually extended this descending fractal a little bit higher up. You can see from pretty much where it's started, it continues like all the way down. Notice how from the start we have these support levels right here where prices have pretty much been inching away. I mean, I might even be able to like get away with moving it like this. There's a big possibility where you can pretty much see now from the start we have supports, then it became resistances, and this just continued to lower itself all the way down. So it's acting as it was a support level here, and now as a resistance as prices are starting to continue to head lower. Now we have Doge here, which I didn't chart yet, but hopefully just by immediately looking at this, you can kind of see the overall pattern that this crypto is forming. I mean, just with tweaking these charts ever so slightly, you can see there's some sort of like massive downtrend that's ultimately forming on this coin. I mean, something like this would probably be even more, you know, direct with a coin like this. I mean, yeah, you could probably swing it up a little bit higher. I don't know. That's still a possibility, but ultimately pulling it down like this, you can see how many times it's had problems with its resistance level up top here, and it's just been correcting lower and lower and lower. So who knows exactly where the bottom is? I mean, if anything, I'll probably draw like another descending fractal that's starting to form right here, and you can see how many times we've used this as a major support level instead of actually just exploding back upwards. We're looking for some sort of uptrend here. It's not like that accurate. I mean, you could leave something like this. This is a possibility here. We don't even need these anymore, as this isn't relevant to us, but you can kind of see the pattern that's forming here. So there is some sort of descending fractal with an uptrend, and prices are kind of getting sandwiched in between here. So things are looking to be fairly rocky right now for Dogecoin, as it has some big differences to, you know, figure out right now, as resistance and support are both being impacted. We could be seeing a big break to the upside or downside, and we are undervalued. So there's a lot of things to talk about within Dogecoin. But what I do want to show you guys too is pretty much these major cryptos. You know, obviously the past couple of days have been fairly stagnant with cryptocurrency. I know that. how much farther can we go back? I mean, even if we went back all the way to June 28th, today is what is today? The 12th of July, you can see prices really for XRP just traded between 63 cents and maybe 69 cents. So about a 6-cent movement. And we've literally been 65 cents, 67, 66, 62. We've just been pretty much stagnant and trading sideways. Now, what I do know is within cryptocurrency, every day that we see consolidation and every day that we don't really see any sort of volume injection into the market, it's usually hinting at a bigger movement that's coming for these cryptocurrencies. So even though we're not seeing much movement right now, I do believe very soon, once we start retesting supports and resistances and getting, a little bit of uncertainty involved in the way the coins are trading, where prices are hitting resistances and supports, and the bulls or bears are fighting each other, it should hopefully send a bit of injection of volume into the markets that should allow for a bigger play to fall. Now, we're going to be talking about target, levels in a minute, but I do want to just show you guys this Bitcoin trading volume. So there's been a lot of people across the board talking about how, we're not in a bear market just yet. This is a short-term correction. We're going to be continuing to blast, bullish and blast to the upside. I want you guys to look at this. I mean, we're going to compare a few things here. We're going to compare 2017, 2018's bull and bear market to right now's bull and bear market, and just so you guys can get the general understanding of what exactly is going on. But just take a look at this. I mean, this tells you what exactly, these are like the months and which exchanges have been trading with the most volume. Coinbase obviously being number one, which is insane. And then we obviously have the other crypto exchanges here that show you how much their volume is. But notice Coinbase seems to be the number one, big boy in the space. So on 6/21, what is that? June 21st, we had quite a bit of volume, 58.7K. Bitcoin was been floating around through there, but you can just see, so since June right here, the 6th of the month is June, we've pretty much just in the past couple of days, over the past couple of weeks, we've slowly consolidated back in volume. And I want to show you even on the 6-month, just a little better overview. Let's go to 2 years right here. You can kind of see how volume has been slowing down overall, month by month by month on these crypto exchanges here. So from the start back, let's say, I don't know, the end of 2020, we started to get volume, slowly fall into the market here, where, volume has been an extreme amount, 1.3 million Bitcoin in volume has been moved around, and since then we've slowly turned it down. So January we went from 867, 684, 540, 1.09, and then 706, and it's just been a slow but steady consolidation of volume leaving these markets. Volume has been leaving overall. So we had 456, 523, 239, 124. It's just been a little bit harder to tell, but you can just see from back here we had 2017, 2018 where volume came up and then corrected lower, and then eventually it's just been slowly stagnating, very similar to what we're having now, but volume has been leaving the market overall. So overall, what we're seeing is pretty much no volume. When you don't have volume trading around in the market, you're not going to see prices, pump up higher. So until we start to see volume move back into the market instead of out of the market, and trading volume, continues to rise back up, we're still going to be, for the most part, inside a bear market. And then if you even extend back over to the way these crypto charts are trading, you can see with these descending fractals, as we've said yesterday and for days now, we needed the consolidation to play out. So ever since the start of June 22nd, we needed to consolidate within this to retest the top-down trend and then pretty much decide which direction we're going to be moving to within XRP. So since we've consolidated out now, we don't really have much more time left for this cryptocurrency to figure itself out right here. There's only a few days left for us to get, to figure out what exactly is going on. And ultimately, we're going to sandwich in here. Either we're going to break bullish, swing all the way back up to what could be $1, or reverse lower. Regardless, these are going to be really good buying opportunities as consolidation is going to be coming to an end. And we're going to have to decide which direction we're going to be wanting to move to. Obviously, we'll be more prepared than other people will be, but we still have to, prepare ourselves and take those risks and get ready for which direction we're going to be moving to. As you can see, same thing applies itself with Bitcoin, which is still in that descending fractal, although there's a little bit more time here for the consolidation. From the start, when we were retesting the bottom support levels, back in June 22nd, we've now all the way ended up in July 13th, retesting top resistance, and that will probably be around tomorrow, but now we're retesting the top resistance. So with this consolidation, we went from a supportive level to more of a correction style of level of trading, where there's a good chance we'll probably see reversal back down to 30K. It doesn't seem like it's going to last, and it seems like volume isn't having a good chance of breaking through there. So we can anticipate correction back down. As always, if we see prices break through $30,000, good chance of a short opportunity to 20K. If we close above here, we can potentially wick it back up to 40K. And that same thing will apply itself with Doge and pretty much all the other cryptocurrencies. It's mainly just consolidation. Doge is pretty much coming to an end of its consolidation. It'll be very interesting to see how this wants to trend outwards. We see Doge correct a little bit lower. Expect as well the rest of the market will probably be correcting lower as well. So it's a good indicator right now, but it seems like we've had a lot of trouble breaking through this top resistance here. So we might have to be more on the anticipation side of getting into short this market, because volume will drop this crypto very quickly, and I think it's only a matter of time now before we see that take over some of these major cryptos. And we'll see how the S&P 500 holds up. Might actually be breaking a little bit higher than we had anticipated, but let's see exactly what happens today. I want to give a huge shout out to Sonar Platform for sponsoring today's episode. So for those first hearing about this platform, Sonar provides users with a dynamic all-in-one cryptocurrency analytical ecosystem to simplify and accelerate their online investment ventures. With the core tenets of trust, transparency, ease of use, and social impact at its foundation, Sonar provides a safe platform for any users to research, manage, and quantify their current and future crypto investments. Their vision is to provide an industry-leading platform for an ever-increasing ecosystem of analytical tools available to all cryptocurrency investors, regardless of their level of trading skills or portfolio size. So it really doesn't matter what your skill level is, beginner, moderate, or an aggressive style of trader, or if you have $100 in the crypto or $100,000 in crypto. Effectively, Sonar is a social impact engine established to provide a safer economic environment for our world, both on and off the blockchain. So Sonar is finally bringing all relevant data and crucial tools you need. They believe that your ability to take good investment decisions shouldn't require you to waste precious time on digging for contracts or Reddit for countless social channels. So they pretty much redesigned or designed a new breed of software to streamline your crypto workflow and keep you sane throughout your journey. So with customizable dashboards that cuts through the noise and lets you focus on data that is more important, for your personal investing strategies and style. So you can basically customize this data feed and streamline your data feed, and you can keep what you need and hide what you don't. So a cool thing they offer is basically community tracking, which allows data to be drawn down from social media, influencers, and many other metadata sources, and are aggregated, compiled, and scored to give you trade signals that are not available pretty much on any other platform. They also have contract analysis, which scans searches for the latest scams pretty much within the crypto and exploits, and compiles a digestible report detecting an extensive list of security threats that can be found in scam contracts or positive aspects. They also have trading notifications, Sonar team development wallets, live tracking, and a notification system. And they have a few other projects they're working on, such as early investing opportunity notifications and a trade executions, which they plan on launching pretty soon. As with all projects, they have their own token called Ping. This is a BAP20 token, which has been listed on the CoinMarketCap, and their tokenomics have been designed to provide both stability and reward holders with sustaining the ecosystem development and growth. So there will also be a bridge to ERC20 via wrapped Ping, so that they're able to operate on two chains, not just one BEP20. And then they also have a 10% transaction tax grant broken down into 4 ways, as you can see here, and that at the same time, a constant increase of holdings for their investors, liquidity, and fundings for their venture. Even more incentives to hold Ping is that the token holders have access to advanced tracking features and can take advantage of Sonar's unique analytics platform. Lastly, their roadmap shows that they are almost through their quarter 3 of this year and are set for the last quarter of 2021 and then the first quarter of 2022. You can expect wallet development, listing on Blockfolio, a tech rate audit, and so much more. Otherwise, huge shout out to Sonar Platform for sponsoring today's episode. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.